Welcome to the show! We're diving into one of those wild, layered topics. Atlantis, Tuaoi, Ahriman, and yes, transhumanist terror in 2026. It's like, a cosmic tapestry of ancient myth and futuristic dread.
Absolutely, the way these themes interweave, it's like the past, present, and future all colliding. A bit like a masterpiece of conspiracy theories evolving into a modern myth.
Exactly. You see, Atlantis here isn't just the lost continent. It's been reimagined as the epicenter for hidden records and, secret knowledge. There's, this idea of Atlantis Tuaoi, which when combined with Ahriman, draws on ancient occult traditions and even ties in radical transhumanist fears.
And speaking of Ahriman, it really harks back to that Zoroastrian theme of destructive forces, isn't it? Mixing that with transhumanist terror paints this picture of an almost apocalyptic transformation.
Correct. It's not just about, technology and the future. It's about how these long-held archetypes like those warned about by figures such as Rudolf Steiner and Edgar Cayce keep resurfacing in new forms.
So, are you saying that Dark Journalist is drawing together this old-world mysticism with modern fears to warn us about an upcoming sort of cultural and technological reset in 2026?
Precisely. It's like he's mapping out a collision course between ancient mysteries and modern agendas. And the title itself, X-210, Atlantis, Tuaoi, Ahriman, Transhumanist Terror 2026, is packed with hints. It's almost as if every word is a signal.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely seems designed to provoke curiosity. I mean, combining Atlantis and transhumanism sounds out there, but there's a logic behind it. It suggests that what we've traditionally seen as myth might be reinterpreted to explain modern phenomena, right?
Absolutely. And it's a narrative strategy that's been used before, taking myth to basically validate modern anxieties. It's like saying the old gods are being reborn in the guise of technological overlords.
I do wonder, though, if this approach might sometimes oversimplify the broader context. Sometimes I feel like it's a bit too convenient to tie every ancient reference to a modern conspiracy. What do you think?
That's a fair point. It does tread that line, while there's undeniable allure in linking occult icons and futuristic terror, one has to be careful not to mix real historical data with, speculative narrative.
Right. Exactly. The risk is that in trying to assemble an overwhelmingly dramatic storyline, some of the nuances can get lost. But still, it feeds into that, deep-seated need for mystery. Something that's been a cornerstone in alternative media for a while now.
Yep. And you gotta love the production style too. It's independent and viewer supported. That independence is what gives it that raw, almost unfiltered energy. It sets it apart from mainstream narratives.
Absolutely. And then there are the elements of interactivity, like that special live stream session with live Q&A featuring Miss Olivia. It brings the audience, right into the heart of this enigmatic discussion.
Yes, it really transforms the monologue into a communal experience. You see, when audiences participate in questioning and challenging these topics, it adds layers of complexity. It's like sketching a map wherein every participant gets to decide which landmark gets illuminated.
Agreed. Plus, the content touches on the idea of a 12,000-year reset that's hinted at in some of his related episodes. It's as if everything is interlocked, whether it's Atlantis' secrets in the Pyramid X series or the alleged UFO files surrounding JFK's final moments.
Right along those lines. The idea behind this whole narrative is to provoke thought, forcing us to re-examine history, technology, and frankly, our place in a seemingly preordained cycle. It's like having a multi-layered puzzle where every piece is questioning what we believe.
Yeah. I find it fascinating how these discussions blend esoteric historical references with modern existential dread. But sometimes it might feel a little too grandiose. Isn't there a chance that this melding of epochs could, suffer from overreach?
That's a good challenge there. Sure, the complexity can be overwhelming, and yes, it might push the boundaries of credibility, but the appeal It's all about stirring the imagination and pushing us to look beyond conventional narratives. It's like a kaleidoscope of ideas.
True, and the fear factor hidden in transhumanist terror speaks to contemporary concerns about losing our humanity in the race for technological supremacy. It's almost as if the warning is both a literal and metaphorical one about the future.
Exactly. When you put transhumanism in the mix, there's that inherent questioning. Are we forging ahead into a liberated post-human era or ushering in chaos? And, linking it to legends like Atlantis makes it even more dramatic, as if history itself is warning us.
And the title mentioning 2026 gives it a sense of immediacy. It's as if this is not some distant future, but something that's encroaching right now.
Right. The timeline is crucial. It turns an abstract theory into a semi-imminent reality, making the audience question, is this happening soon? It's a narrative trick that sparks urgency and debate.
Truly. I appreciate how the production weaves together documentary-style content with live interactions and even hints at a broader series like the Atlantis Hall of Records reveal. It gives viewers a layered experience.
Definitely. It's, intellectually engaging yet emotionally charged. Even the titles of related works, like the documentary on JFK and the UFO files, suggest that every piece is part of an extensive puzzle that, when seen together, form a grand narrative.
Yeah, I feel that. You know, it's interesting how, in many ways, these themes function as a metaphor for modern disillusionment. We're questioning the nature of authority, the impact of technology, and even the reliability of history itself.
Absolutely. It's like a mirror reflecting our uncertainty. The merging of ancient philosophies with cutting-edge fears creates a sense of both mysticism and urgency. And sometimes it has this, almost hypnotic allure that can both enlighten and unsettle.
But here's a thought. While the narrative is undeniably compelling, do you think there's a risk of, blurring the lines between credible inquiry and pure sensationalism?
Oh, definitely. These stylistic choices, which are vivid and arresting, might sometimes overshadow the need for a rigorous, balanced inquiry. It's a delicate dance between engaging the audience and maintaining intellectual integrity.
Right, that's a valid point. It's a bit like that old adage. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And when you mix in transhumanism with ancient lore, the evidence becomes a subject of debate in itself.
Exactly. It challenges the audience to sift through layers of symbolism to unearth what might be genuine insight versus what's pure narrative art. And that's...
Indeed. And I suppose that's part of the appeal, encouraging viewers to engage critically, to ask questions and seek out, the hidden threads that connect seemingly disparate phenomena.
Precisely. This almost guerrilla approach to jungle gym storytelling not only entertains but also pushes us to, reconsider everything from historical narratives to future projections.
Yeah, absolutely. And that unpredictability, that raw energy of mixing live Q&A sessions with evolving content really gives the audience the feeling they're a part of something bigger, a shared quest for knowledge even if the stakes are apocalyptic.
It truly is a journey, an odyssey through time, myth, and emerging technology, and it's as if each live stream and every new episode adds a fresh layer to the puzzle. It's, kind of like navigating a labyrinth where every turn forces you to confront the unknown.
All in all, this blend of Atlantis lore, transhumanist anxiety, and the eerie invocation of Ahriman provides not just a spectacle, but a reflective space where history and futurism collide. It's a lot to digest, but undeniably captivating.
Yeah, and for those tuning in, it's not just a passive viewing experience. It's a call to, critically engage with the world around us, questioning what we accept as truth and daring to explore the fringes of understanding.
Right on. Well said. And while we may have our reservations about some of the narrative leaps, there's no denying that this approach sparks conversation and ignites curiosity, and that in the end is what great independent content is all about.
Absolutely. It's an invitation to dig deeper, to explore those unsettling intersections of myth, technology, and the human experience, even if we end up questioning every detail along the way.
So if you're ready to challenge your perceptions of past and future and dive into this intricate web of mystery, then keep watching, keep questioning, and join the conversation.
That's a wrap for today's deep dive. Until next time, keep your minds open and your questions, relentless.
Yeah, keep questioning.